third part of the painting tutorial of the noise marine. So remember, in part 1 we have done the legs, second part we have done the torso and the hair, and the head, and now we are going to work on the arms, try to assemble everything, and we will see if we can do as well the details. So let's go to the arms, and I have put in my wet palette Emperor's Children pink. Okay, and we are going to do the elbows protectors with this pink. Okay, so we are going to put this on the elbow protectors. The shoulder parts can be done once it's assembled, so I will not be too much concerned on these ones. Here I will paint what is difficult to reach and to paint once they are assembled on the guitar. Okay, so I do these elbow protections with pink, this arm and the other arm, and I'm back. So while I will wait that this dries, the pink on the elbow protections, so now we will work a little bit on the guitar, and I will apply Cheryl's purple, okay, on most of the body of the guitar except the flames and some other parts. So instead of red I prefer to do it purple, and then we are going to do the flames. The flames can be done once the guitar is assembled, but as this purple will go at the back part, so I want to apply it first. Okay, so I will apply the Cheryl's purple, and I will be back for the next step. Okay, we have done the purple on the guitar, and next I'm going to use this color. It's called lime green. It's like a fluor green, very similar. And I'm going to apply this on the gloves of the airborne. Okay. So we may need to do 2 layers because the priming here was not the best, but it's not a problem. Okay, I do that, and I'm back for the next step. Okay, next step I'm going to use Siege purple, and with this color what I'm going to do is here on the armor I will do this part here, okay, just in case this is not going to be visible, but just in case because this is the palm. Okay, and then I will do these ornaments, okay, as we have done on the rest of the miniature. I'm going to do as well these things inside. Okay, and we are going to do this part that is part of the belt to hand the guitar. Okay. Something like that, and then I will do this, and something like that. very carefully because it's very fluid, the contour paint. So I will wait at this a little bit and then I will finish the work here. So on the guitar I will just do here the hole. To be fair, I don't know if this is going to be visible, then we are going to do the wires and the other things in different colors. I'm not sure if this is going to be visible. It's not going to be very visible, but I don't know how visible this will be because it's at the back. Okay, here I need to put a little bit of cheryl's purple, maybe it's there, so I will do it now. And to do this. Okay, on the guitar I will not put more cerise purple. Then I will also work on the other arm, and I will do the same part that we have done in the other. But here the important thing is this part of the palm is going to be visible, so I'm going to apply cerise purple. I need to wait that the lima green is drying up. The fluor colors does not cover very nice, right? The fluor covered colors, these very bright colors, will need help to apply. So I will do as well the different tubes here, cables, and I will be back once this is dry. So this is how the hands are looking like now. Okay, you can see this is bright yellow. Okay, now I'm going to use Retributor armor and I'm going to do the gold. Okay, I'm doing that. You don't use your good brush for that. Well, you need quite a nice one, but not the best. And I will do the frame of the shoulder pads, and the reason is because I want to do this part inside here. That is going to be more difficult to reach later on. Okay. And we will also do some parts on the guitar. Okay, so you can see we will do these parts. The chain, I think I will leave it in iron color. I will not do the chain in gold. Okay, but we are going to do this shoulder pad. Okay, I'm going to do that. Here on this part I will do it later. I will do as well the same part. Here I will do as well this frame of the shoulder pad. Okay, this part, this border, and on the guitar I'm going to do, for example, the rings here. I will do the skull. Some details here and there, because most of it I will do it as well on metallic. Okay. I keep looking to do as much as I can before gluing, and especially block all the base colors, because here at the back I will do this bar in gold. Okay, and maybe no, here I will not do gold, I will do other colors. Okay, so I will do all this gold. As you can see, there is not much mystery in that case. We just apply it and we go. Okay, So I'm doing that, and I will be back for the next step. Okay, next step, I'm going to use a silver color. In that case, I'm going to use Minter Paints silver. Okay, it's quite a good silver. I'm quite happy with it, and I like it more than the one from Games Workshop. So this is why I'm using this one. So these are and have a very good value. So let's go with the guitar first, and I will apply this silver on the strings. Okay, all of them I will apply it on this. I don't know how this is called in English, and I will put it as well. Now here I will do the on the where the wires have lost the sleeve. And the inside is visible. We can apply it, for example. Let's see. We can do one detail here and there, just to give some. These small details is what makes sometimes the device or something go to life. Okay, so I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do the chain there. Okay, the chain on some of the details on the other arm. But yeah, there is not much mystery. You just apply a layer of silver on the different parts. Okay, the important thing is here, I think, on the strings. Okay, apply this silver. Okay, this is why I wanted to go for light silver. Here I will apply iron breaker because I want to go darker on the weapon. So I will play with two tonalities of metal. Okay, so I will do that, and I'm back for the next step. Okay, next I'm going to use blue steel. Okay, it's a bluish metallic on the guitar. So again, very nice color. Highly recommended to make steel parts, and I will do this type of corrugate tube that we have here at the back of the guitar. To be fair, it's quite weird, this part of the guitar, but this will be visible when it's assembled because it goes out of the body. Okay, so we do like that and like that. I'm just blocking now the main color so I can glue everything together, and then we can start doing the washes and the highlights. It's not working to have all the parts assembled because now I'm going to work on the darker metallics, and in that case I will use the Games Workshop iron breaker. Okay, this one. With that we are going to do the piston. The voltage that is at the bottom of the guitar. And mainly all these metallic parts, okay? So I will do this here, and as well this thing, and I'm back for the next step. Okay, so what I have done now, I have glued one of the arms and the guitar to the rest of the miniature. I did not put the other arm because it's covered in the fire. So we are going to do some washes, do the guitar, and then we are going to put the other arm in front. So as you can see, I was gluing, but at the end I decided to not glue it and just work on the fire. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to use moon oil, and we are going to apply this on the metallic parts so as including the strings. In that way we are going to start. So here it's important to do it nicely, so we have all the black lines well done. Okay, you can see. So this is a trick. The texture is so good that you need very little effort to do that. Okay, here again you also have done a good work. Okay, and I will do as well this part here. I will apply the black wash here as well. Okay, and we're going to apply it on the ball gun. On the ball weapon. And here the tricky part is we can do it from the other side, between the legs, being careful not to dirt out the decks. Okay, and as well this part of the cannon. I will not drill the cannon, I don't like it. I will paint it in black later on. Okay? But this is up to everyone how they want to do it. I will put some, I will take the benefit now to put some of this nude oil on the back grid. Okay, and I will put a little bit of nude oil here from the top. Here we will need to clean up a little bit. I will think I will put some purple later on. But this how looks like now. Okay. So I will do another wash. We can wash as well this part here. Okay, and we can wash around the rivets. In fact, one thing we can do that will work very nicely is we can wash the fire. So this will create a dark recess between the fire and the purple that will help later on to do all the work. Okay, and we do the rivets. This purple is quite dark, so black wash is working well as well. I forgot to do that, but we are going to do it later on, don't worry. But to be fair, this one will be done in the same place, in the same way as this one, so we need to apply the iron breaker and then nude oil. Okay, it was a little bit tricky to glue this, but I think at the end it's looking good. This is why I did the strings so bright, because now when I'm applying nude oil they will look darker. Okay, now I'm going to use blue wash. Okay, I'm going to use the Wackenhof Nightshade, and I'm going to use it on this type of corrugate tube that we have at the back. To make this sensation of galvanized metal, sorry. Okay, like that. That's good. Okay. I will wait that dries because I want to do a couple more washes, and then I'm back. Okay, next I'm going to do the fire on the guitar. Okay, this fire thing here. And I'm going to do it in the traditional way. It means red in the core, yellow outside, so this is the opposite, but this is a painted fire, so it can be in any order that you like it. So I'm going to use Evil Sun Scarlet, okay, as red. I will use an orange, that is going to be Troll Slayer orange, and then I will use Iriel yellow as a yellow, okay? This one. Okay. let's start. So we start painting the flames in red, like that. You can come with the brush sideways and very carefully we are going to do the flames. So once the flames are done with red, now we are going to apply the orange. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of red in the places where I went a little bit too much with the orange. Too much orange. Just okay. Now I'm going to use yellow. We are going to put it especially on the tip of the flames. You can see that the yellow is very thin. Something like that. I will do this rivet here. Okay, and I will take purple and clean up this small mistake there. Okay, here we have we have a nice flames. Okay, now we are going to highlight the purple and we are going to be ready to put the last arm, second arm. Okay, I'm going to use Norwegian Stiller purple. I'm going to use as well the color lilac. Okay, I will use these two purples to edge highlight the guitar. So, this out. What we are going to do here is, to start, for example, from this side, I'm going to start with June Stiller purple. Okay, I do the edge. And now we'll take the color lilac and I will do the rivet. And I will add extra highlight on the corner. And I go back to Gene Steeler purple and I will do this part. Okay, and now the color lilac. Here, and I keep working. Okay, so I will keep doing the highlights on the guitar as I have done the upper part. I will do that as well on this part of the guitar, and I'm back for the next step. Okay, I have done the highlight on the purple. The next step, I'm going to use Retributor Armor and do some details that I want to put on the guitar. So I'm going to do this thing here that I don't know. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the spike that we have here. I find gold and purple have a very interesting combination. And I will do as well the screws that are used for tensing the strings. Okay, now we have to do as well on this side and from the other side. Okay, so we'll do as well this. Okay, next step, I'm going to use Raglan Flake Shade and I'm going to apply it on the gold parts. Okay. So we will apply it. We'll do the shoulder part later on. The point is I want to glue the arm that I'm waiting that is missing. There's a lot of work here because you have to go color by color, part by part, and then we will need to build up all this later on, but it's very time consuming. Especially I was doing that because I want to do this guy here. Okay, and I don't mind to go a little bit out. Good. And we are ready to glue the missing arm. So I'm going to glue the missing arm and I'm back for the and I will be back. Okay, next step I'm going to use some 80's and I'm going to do the shoulder pad that will go in leopard color. So we are going to apply this here. If it needs a couple of layers to have a nice and solid color. Okay, so I do that and I'm back. Okay, I have done the shoulder pad. We can make a second layer. Okay, you can see nice and smooth, but it is still, we still see here we have not covered completely. So I'm going to apply a second layer. This is always important. I wanted to show it because this color can give very easily bright strokes. So the best is, if you have this problem, paint very thin, very dilute, and come back later on and do a second layer, and then you will have a nice coverage. On the other shoulder pad, I'm going to apply now Cheryl's Purple, the same that we have used for the guitar. Okay, and I'm going to do again. Shoulder pads sometimes or flat pads can be a little bit tricky, so I'm going to apply this on the shoulder pad. Okay, so I do that and I'm back for the next step. Okay, next step I'm going to use Fulgum Pink and I'm going to do a freehand on the shoulder pad. Okay, so what we are going to do is, first we are going to do I have the Spanish symbol in front of me so I can copy it. Okay, so we are going to start with the bow. Okay, don't worry if it's not too solid at the beginning, the color. We go up. Okay, now we do the moon shape. Okay, and we are going to do the other thing that goes like that. Okay, and now it's time to fill. So first I do the basic shapes and now I will fill it. I have Cheryl's Purple in the palette in case I need it to do the corrections that is going to be needed to do some of the so I hope you can see this well. Taking some water. A little bit more water. Going to take now paint. choose purple. Like that. I will wait that the pink dries. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take Genestealer purple, and I will use as well the color lilac. And I will do some highlights on the shoulder pad. I will put a little bit more paint because it's too thin for my taste. No, we do the same that we have done on the guitar. Okay, I start first with Genestealer purple. And if it goes too thick, then I take Cheryl's purple and I thin it, and we'll mix as well, but it is good. And a little bit of Genestealer. Like that. And like that. We're going to do the same on the other side. Okay, and now I'm going to take a little bit of the color lilac. We do just some just very little touch. Now with the same the color lilac, we will be able to highlight and to clean the backpack. Okay, so I can put the color lilac and do the clean up. And we can use even white if we need. Okay, to put some white. Let me just give it a minute. I'm using this white. Okay. It comes very dilute, but it's working very well for what I want to do. Okay. So on the backpack we are going to apply the color lilac, and then I'm going to use the white, for example, on the rivets. We can use the white just in some points to give some additional highlight. Okay. With the rivets, and then we can use the color lilac. Even if you want, you can mix it with white, and then we do it like that. Okay. Now we take white. And now we do this. Okay, I will finalize the backpack, but first, before going there, I want to show you the next step I'm going to do here on the... Sorry that I had a problem with the battery of the camera, so what I was explaining is I was putting white on this upper part of the symbol, okay? So you have put white here, but I have put white in this part there, and as well a little bit of white in this part there, okay? And now I'm going to use Emperor Children Pink, and I will do the opposite. I will put darker pink on the bottom, take a little more of water, okay. We're going to put a little bit of Emperor Children Pink. Here, like that. Okay. And here, I will put this one on the... No, I will not put there. Put a little bit more on this part. Okay. What I will do next, I will apply a little bit of full wind pink again. To be sure that the symbol is well filled. Okay, and I come back with Cheryl's Purple, and I will make some cleanups, ensuring that the end of these things are sharp. Sorry. Okay, so we have now the symbol like that. Okay, I think like that the symbol will look good. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply some washes. So we'll change my brush, and I will apply Coelia green shade in this real time. Okay, currently a green shade on the green part of the arm, as we did on the boots. So we'll apply it here. And I will apply it there. Don't forget that is also visible from the back. Okay, and then this part. Here, I don't think here is also visible. Okay. The other thing we can do as well is I will very softly, okay, I will apply the wash, but just not on the crevices. This will make the glove sharper. And will help to show better the fingers. We also do the segmentation of the finger articulations. I do this here and now the separation of the fingers. This glove is quite tricky to glue, this part, to be fair. Now we have the green much more, this lime green much more visible, much nicer. Now that we have already full green pink there, can use the full green pink to start highlighting this part, the elbow protections. Okay, so oh shit, I make a mistake there. So I will do a little bit of edge highlight here. Okay. And I will do the other shoulder and the other elbow protection. Okay, I think I will do this third part, the last part. There is not much to do. Okay, let's take a little bit of skimmer pink and we Sorry, better children pink. We can even use white to help us on these highlights. We're going to use white only on the more exposed parts. Like that should be enough, okay? I will do now the other shoulder pad and I am back. Okay, I have done the pink on the elbow plates, okay, you can see here the other one. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply Noon oil on the chain that we have here and as well on some of the parts that I forgot before. I also will, so this, I think this will be my last wash. No, I don't know if my last wash because I need to do some washes on the hair to give some depth. The hair is the thing I'm hesitating how to approach it because yeah, it's so complicated because we have so much colors that you have to highlight and shade each part differently. Okay, the shade for the red is not working for the green most of the time, and I will not put I don't want to use Noon oil or something like that that can be more generic because it will kill the brightness. Okay, like that, and now I will do this part that I forgot before. Okay, I will wait that this dries and I'm back. Okay, next step I'm going to do the same I have done in the legs. I'm going to do the gepard pattern. So I will put some rhinos hide. Okay, and it's going to be the same what we have done before, right? So we are going to do the spots and then we will use some acid there to empty the spots if you want. So we take our brush. Here what I recommend is I will put some spots on the one here for example and another one on this part there, then we can put other ones one here. Don't be too symmetric, so let's put one there lower. That. Okay. Get some water. We have quite some together. We'll put some here. And I think I will put a small one here, just like that. And like that. You can leave it like that, but I like more to do the inside. Okay, so I will take now darker color this time. I will take Tiger Sun. Okay, we're going to apply it in the inside. I put some on my palette. Okay, and we can fill the spots. like that. Some can be more filled than others. As you can see, by doing that, we cannot see anymore the mold line. Okay, like that. We have a nice pattern. Let's work on the gold, because the gold is looking too dull. So I'm going to use Auric Armor Gold, and we are going to start highlighting all the gold parts, especially the armor, the rims on the shoulder pads. Okay, but as well this the Slanish symbol that we have on the breast. We have applied the white. This is making the metal look a little bit dull, killing a little bit the shiny. We are going to do the ear rings as well. We want them to shine, but you can leave less shiny. Maybe it's the bottom of the crest. Okay, just choose what you want to highlight and where you want to be shinier. With that, I will also do this thing here. Okay. Okay, so I will do especially the rims of the edges of the shoulder pads. I want them to look shiny. Hope I don't go out of. It's difficult with the handle to be on camera. But I have to say that the handle in that case is helping me a lot, because the schools are going out of the base. So if I have not used the handle, I will have wrap off the paint from the schools. I will also apply here, as you can see, I put some Nun oil here on the mouth inside of the hole, so to make it, this is where the bullets are popping out. We are going to apply a little bit there, and also the rings that we have here. Okay, we do the other. Here we have a small demo that I just leave it in gold. Now I can put some highlight, and you can see that the Nun oil on the chain have worked perfectly. So I will keep working now. I will do as well the backpack with the Auric Armor Gold, and I'm back for the next step. Okay, now I'm going to use the Speedy Yellow floor color from scale 75, and I will do some highlights on the hands. This is not a super visible, it will not do a big change, but will clean up a little bit the glaze, and will give more brightness to this already bright color. You can see it's matched very well with this, although it's called yellow fluor. Yeah, it's quite green. The intention is to give this additional, clean up a little bit, right, the washes, so to be sure that the fingers are well defined. Be careful with these fluor colors, they're very transparent. You may need to do sometimes a couple of layers. They flow in a very weird way. Not the best thing for beginners. I will not recommend fluor colors on beginners because they are really not easy to apply. Okay, and you can leave very. This is why I have not used fluor on the shoulder pads. Sorry, on the shoulder pads, on the elbow pads or in the elbow protections, because it's difficult to work with. Okay, I'm going to use. Here I'm taking a little bit of green, and I'm using just green now to create the shade where it's missing. Okay, and now we take the fluor. I will put it here on the hand. You can see it's difficult to work with the fluor color. It's quite complicated. This is why I prefer to use the lima green that I had before, but also lima green. These colors are especially these fluor colors are not easy to work with. I don't know if they will work better on airbrush, but with the regular brush they are difficult to apply. Okay, you can see you have to water a lot. No, it's more or less working. Okay, like that is okay. I will put a little bit of more fluor green, fluor yellow in the eye. Like that. As well on the other one. Like that. I think now the helmet is looking better. We can even put, when it's dry, glossy varnish inside of the eye. And now I'm going to do the highlights on the backpack, and for that I'm going to use mood green. Okay, this one. So I don't need too much. I'll put it next to the other green that I have, that is the Warstone Glow. I will need to use the Warstone Glow. I'll put some water on the Warstone Glow. Okay, even if it's in the wet palette, from time to time you have to moisture the paints to be sure that they have the right, they are thin. Okay, and now I'm going to do edge highlighting here. Just want to finish the work on the backpack. You can see that there is a small white dot there. I'm using the Warstone Glow and I will cover. Okay. And we can use the Warstone, the mood green to do a small highlight there, but it's too light, so this is going to be difficult. As I said, the hair is going to be quite difficult to highlight. Still wondering, still thinking on the best way to do it. I think the best way will be to do maybe dry brushing on very light yellow, but I'm concerned on the red part. Here on the top, that you can see that there is some dark spots. I come with the Warstone Glow. I will cover first this dark spot. And now I can use the mood green to edge highlight. Okay. This is a very, of course, this miniature is a lot of time consuming because you have to work almost each section independently because you want to create this type of craziness of colors, right? So this makes the work to do the paint job slower because you have to be changing from paint to paint quite often. Taking a little bit of warstone mixed with mood green, and I'm doing this part here. Okay, and we can even use a little bit of yellow. Now first. I'm using the semi-real yellow that I have on my palette. Just to, it's very thin, just to create. So I wanted here the yellow to be quite transparent. Okay, to create a little bit more of highlight on the corner. Okay. Sorry, if I go a little bit of. So I think the backpack is done. I want to do before going to the. I want to take a little bit of Black Templar. Okay, Black Templar contrast paint. And I will do. See this part that is not looking nice. So I will do this. Like that. I think now it's better. Okay, and now I will use a little bit of Chireus purple, and I will highlight the parts that have C-ish purple. So I will highlight, because remember that this belt was part of the guitar, so I need to highlight this belt here. Okay. And I will start with, I will just use a little bit of Chireus purple. Highlight it, and Jane Stiller purple as well. So here I will do as well these corrugate tubes. I will highlight them. Okay. You can use a little bit of Jane Stiller. Let's do mine as well. A little bit. Okay, we can use a little bit of Jane Stiller purple. I will do as well here on this tube, Chireus purple. Just here very little, so you don't need to do it on all the parts, but here this one, the belt, yes, I recommend a little bit of Jane Stiller. Okay. And this should be enough. Okay. Let's put a little bit of Chireus purple in this one here. Okay, so this is good enough. And now we go to the difficult part. This is the hair. I think I will do. Here is where we can destroy the work on the hair. This is why I'm so hesitating how to do it. I will start first with just layering, okay, and I will go. No, I will use very thin wash of agate shade on the red part. Okay, you want to use it with a small brush, and you want to go really into the recess. So I take very little paint, and I just go into the recess. Because if I start highlighting the red with the need even a smaller brush. The point is the wash tends to open your brush, so I want to. Okay, and if we see that with dirtying, I will not go on the yellow as I did a little bit, so I will stop going on the yellow. Here, it's just to create some. It looks too flat, the hair, although we have this nice color transition, so I need to create some shades. Okay, so I'm starting first doing that, just on the red part. Okay, I'm pointing where I want the shade. I can do this one as well here. Here I want to go very soft. Okay. This is very tricky. I will take now a different one. I will take the red wash. I'm going to use the Carlsberg Crimson. I will put here. On the parts that are less exposed. Okay. Let's take now the Fuegan orange wash. We go on the yellow part. finally I will take BL Time, this one. You can even use Weight Watcher if you want. Real time is going to be the work. We're going to apply a little bit on this part. Again, I don't want to wash it all over. Just want to be intentional where to apply it. Sorry for the noise of my dog. Shh. Okay, and I think now we just wait that the wash is dry and see how all looks like, but I will not mess up more with the hair. Only you can see that sometimes the peaks are a little bit, for example, there I see that there is some white popping out, so we'll go with orange here and with yellow on the other one. Okay, you can go so it's difficult because you have to think how to highlight without losing the color transition, right? This is the difficult part. So I think I will leave it like that. And I think here we can finish the tutorial on the paint job, I think. Just let me go so you can remember the gem. I need to put, I want to put some white on this. We just do a right point there. Like that. We change to a smaller brush. I will use full in pink. No, it's better. And I think like that we can finish the work. So I will finalize here the painting tutorial on how to do the rocking guy. Okay, so yes, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please let me know what do you think. Give a like if you have liked this video. And yeah, and I hope it's something that you have liked and enjoyed to go through the paint job of this Noise Marine. So yeah, I have to do some cleanup, but I think that for the purpose of the tutorial, this is, you can consider this done. Okay, now I need to wait that the wash completely dry, and if there is, the only thing, if you see some brights after the wash dry, I will put a little bit of matte varnish. But yeah, it's a complex miniature. It takes a lot of time to do this type of color schemes, more because it's also yeah, it consumes a lot of time to do all the colors and all the different color transitions and so on. But I think at the end it looks quite nice. So we have the purples and the pinks as the driving colors, but then we have this crazy lima colors and the leopard type of schemes and the crazy crest that I think gives a very nice look and a very 80s look. So I was inspired more likely by the rockers, the rock bands from the 80s, like the 70s, 80s, like the Twisted Sisters. Okay, and I hope you like this one. So please let me know what do you think. Give a like if you have liked this video, and as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.